I joined AIDS Action Europe in 2006. It was quite in the beginning of the existence of the network. And I started working for AIDS Action Europe as a communications officer. We were still based in Amsterdam at the time. And I was collaborating with the other Martine de Schutter, who was the coordinator of the network. AIDS Action Europe, I think it was really important that it was launched at the time. It united the civil society organizations working in the field of HIV/AIDS from across Europe, from the UK to Uzbekistan, from Norway to Spain. We all know that the HIV epidemic doesn't know any borders, and it was so important to collaborate with each other. There is still a wealth of knowledge in all those countries working on the same topic. And AIDS Action Europe made it possible that all those people were able to exchange their experiences, were able to exchange their best practices, and also to advocate together for the health and rights of people living with HIV and AIDS across Europe at the European level. So that's also a very important role that AIDS Action Europe took on through the Civil Society Forum on HIV and AIDS. It managed to shape policies that were being developed on a European level. So it's a network that answered all the needs of those organizations who were looking for strategies to end this epidemic. I think what inspired me in working for AIDS Action Europe was definitely the people, not just the people in the office, like Martine. I also collaborated a lot with Maria Subataite. She was based in Vilnius, and we were responsible for the communications together. I did the English language communications, and she did the Russian language communications. But there were also very inspiring people in the rest of the network, in the steering committee. I have warm memories of Chris Lambrechts from Sensoa, Belgium, who was I think he was the first chairman of the steering committee. And he was followed by Harry Wietztem from Switzerland. I remember there was some sort of informal chocolate competition between the two, because one was from Belgium and the other one was from Switzerland. So which country had the best chocolate? And what inspired me about the network is the people. They have so much passion, the activism that is there in the field. And one example of a moment where it really hit me was when we went to the International AIDS Conference in Vienna, and we participated in the Human Rights March as a network. And for me, it was the first time to participate in such a march. And doing this together with all those people from all these countries, I really felt part of something bigger. And we were all there for the same goal, and that was really inspiring for me. My strongest memory, I would say, was one of the steering committee meetings that we had in 2010. We were having our meeting in Kiev, and we all got stuck in Kiev because there was an ash cloud coming from Iceland. I'm not sure if you all remember this. And it was impacting all the air traffic. And as you know, the steering committee members, they come from across Europe, from different countries. And we were all stuck there in Kiev, and we had to find alternative ways to get back home. And it showed why why it's a strong memory for me, because it really showed also how wide the network really is, but also the companionship, because I remember we had to travel back to Amsterdam from Kiev, and we were trying to get train tickets, and we managed to get tickets from Kiev to Warsaw and then from Berlin to Amsterdam, but we could not get the tickets from Warsaw to Berlin. And thanks to the AIDS Action Europe network, we knew colleagues who were based in Warsaw, and they could assist us there to get the tickets to make sure that we could get back home. So that was quite a strong memory that's still in my mind. It was quite an adventure for all of us. Martine de Schutter was like the founding mother of AIDS Action Europe, and she was really also like a mother for a lot of people who are part of the network, including myself. I was 26 when I joined AIDS Action Europe, just finished university, and I remember I had my job interview with her, and I was not sure, I could not really read her, and I was not sure if I was going to get the job. But then she called me, and she was actually super excited, and we started working together a lot. She had a son, Martine, and he was born on the same day as me. And she would always tell me, I never forget your birthday, because it's the same day as my son. And she was very passionate about AIDS Action Europe. She was very passionate about women's rights, about sexual health and rights, and about the region as well. She used to talk a lot. But she was very hardworking, very committed. I actually mostly have warm memories of Martine, and I'm sure we all have that. I think with everything that is happening now in the world, and also across the European continent, the growing conservatism, I think a network such as AIDS Action Europe is more important than ever. We need something that unites us, not something that separates us. And through uniting, we have made such a progress in the AIDS response, and we cannot lose that momentum. We should still stick together and make sure that we end this epidemic. So I see networks such as AIDS Action Europe more important than ever before, actually. AIDS Action Europe has shaped me on a personal and professional level. I continued working in the field of HIV/AIDS. I work in marketing communications. It's still a big challenge to communicate the urgency of the HIV epidemic to people who are not busy with this topic in everyday life. They think it's something that happened in the 80s. They think it's something far away, but we're still not there yet. And I learned so much at AIDS Action Europe, and I learned really from the best. And I cannot answer this question without mentioning Martine, who has really made a very strong impact in my life. I learned a lot from her as well in terms of activism, women's rights, but also professionalism. She was so organized. What else to say? It was the starting point of my professional career, and it's now already for myself 18 years in the field. It's starting to become like a life purpose almost to end this epidemic, and it's all started with AIDS Action Europe. One thing that happened to me personally, thanks to my time with AIDS Action Europe, is that it really shaped my values. And I'm talking about values like equality and companionship. activism, standing together for a joint goal. This is really something, it's on the level of personal values that was very much shaped by my time with AIDS Action Europe and all the people in the network. And for all the new people who are joining AIDS Action Europe, what would I like to tell them? I would like to tell them to focus on what we have in common. I would like to tell them to keep on the good work. We need to do this together. We cannot work in silos when we want to end this epidemic. Gefeliciteerd. And actually, I hope in the future we won't be needing networks like AIDS Action Europe anymore because we have ended the HIV epidemic. So I hope this is the last anniversary that we are celebrating.